This is a service window of a food company.
Oh, you're
People
loud.
must bend down and squat to do any transactions.
What?
This is a service window of a natural gas station. People have to squat down to make payments.
Is that just a design malfunction? Imagine that. You gotta go and talk to the people at the window, like at the gas station or whatever. like crouch down like that to talk to them. You'd be right, chuffer. What's that about?
Service windows like these are a display of power by the Chinese Communist Party.
Are they? Display of power by the Chinese Communist Party, right. Well, this channel's called China Insights. Just give you a quick look. China Insights.
We've said it before, when China...
And they make these videos that are footage from inside China and commentary over the top. It's not, like, you don't know who's talking, don't know who's exactly writing it. It says the content on this channel is produced by a team independent of any government or legacy media, including former China independent of any government or legacy media, including former China national television reporters, veteran editors of North American media, and colleagues in Asia. Some of us are long-term experts on China issues. We're committed to showing our audience the real stories of Red China and its extensive far-reaching impact on other countries. We also review what China has offered the world. So there's a PayPal there for them. I don't know if it is Chinese people doing this. I don't know if it's some sort of propaganda machine. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's American propaganda or Chinese people who have been in China and they've come out and they said, I don't like China anymore, I'm going to tell the truth on it. Or I don't know what it is. There's two of these websites as well, two of these YouTube pages. There's another one that I've been looking at called China Something Else. They're very similar. So I don't know, it's kind of, it feels a bit like propaganda of a sort, but...
People must bend down and squat to do any transactions.
They've got to bend down and squat.
This is a service window of a natural gas station. People have to squat down to make payments. Service windows like these are a display of power by the Chinese Communist Party, or CCP. Ordinary people need to bow down before them despite the loud and clear manifesto of the CCP and the Chinese government being serving the people. For many Chinese, their mindset is usually, fine, so be it.
Now, you see, I don't know if that's propaganda about those windows. You know, the Chinese government are doing it to people to make them feel bad, or if it's just like some badly placed windows and this is propaganda. I don't know.
As long as things get done without trouble, but more often than not, bowing down isn't good enough. This is what makes drivers...
Uh-oh, here they are. Here they are. Hello, Juzzy. One example, so it's probably BS. I mean, it might be. I don't know how to verify this China Insights YouTube channel. I don't know how to verify it, but some of the stuff we're going to see is just like footage off phones and stuff, so, you know, we'll go along with some of it, I guess. We'll just have a look at it. It's interesting. It might be propaganda.
in China nervous. Traffic police.
You're not allowed on the highway. Not allowed. Let me ask, why not? You're saying I'm not going to let you on. Do you have a reason? No, I just don't like you. Now, I can't translate Chinese, so I don't even think that's what's said. But like Juzzy says, it's one example. It might be BS, or it might be that it's tough to get stuff out of China. Like, you know, it might be that it's a bit like Korea where they shut it down and like they don't want people to record things. I don't know. This is possibly propaganda, like I said. So we're going to, you know, everything's in the inverted commas if it might be propaganda. But it's just funny to watch because like usually people react to more Western things like Karens and stuff like that, don't they? But this is me reacting to the Chinese police, so... If they said that to me, you can't come on the motorway because I just don't like you, I'd be well fucked off, but I wouldn't be able to do anything. Like in the UK police, I'd have to go, okay. I consider getting my phone out and videoing them, but then I'd think to myself, if they're already being this mean, then what will happen when I start filming them? So I'd do my best just to get out of there without being accosted any further.
The Chinese government has set up green lanes at highway toll booths where vegetable trucks can pass toll-free. But free is what toll booth workers resent most. They have come up with a way to deal with the situation. That is, redefine what green vegetables are.
So You take a look. What's that? His He says this cabbage, and this is baby greens, this one has to pay a toll fee because it's not a vegetable. They're just having it away. They're just doing what they want, aren't they? Like, it must be so corrupt. I don't know, this might be propaganda, it might be BS, but it might be that it's so corrupt, they just say, yeah, no, today cabbages are not a vegetable today, you'll have to either come through tomorrow or pay the toll. They're just pocketing that toll, aren't they? Like, now that they don't have to pay a toll on cabbage, they're just pocketing it. I mean, I can't translate Chinese, so I don't know, it might not be what's being said. When I got off the highway in Changwu, I was told that the cabbage leaves were too dry and not fresh, so I was denied the toll waiver. Do I have to peel the cabbage before transporting them, and then dry them, and then peel them again?
There is another category of law enforcers in China.
Another
they
category.
Dress like police, but they aren't.
Alright, I wouldn't like that either, right? Your accent Chinese, it's very corrupt. The text is probably fine, because if it wasn't, the comments would call it out. Good point, we'll look at the comments in a minute. I mean, the comments are quite a lot of Western people who are like, you know, oh, that's China for you. I don't know if they know, like, what I don't like already, like, you've got the traffic police, I can understand that, and then you've got the police. But having other kinds of police that might be the police that aren't the police, I'm not a big fan of that. I think it's nice if you've got one very clear police force. Having another kind of police that aren't the police, that might be the police, I'm not sure about this.
They are called Chengguan, which means urban management, literally. They are a para-police under urban management and law enforcement. In the streets and alleys of China, nothing is more intimidating than Chengguan.
What's going on there? All the baskets were thrown over. What are they doing? They've come to collect.
The Mid-Autumn Festival was approaching. The local chicken raised in the countryside was delicious, and Chengguan took to the streets to snatch some.
I mean, I'm vegan, so I'm not into that in any way, shape or form, but they're just out there robbing the chickens, aren't they? They're not quite the police, but oh look, oh my god, he's like, I'm not having it, going away. He's obviously, I see what's happening. We're getting an advertage off us. He was selling his goods on the street, wasn't he? And he's not supposed to be, and they're having them. And oh no, don't take them. And like, you could just leave them, couldn't you? You don't have to pull them off the dude. You don't have to pull him off. No vocal for this one. Silent movie. You don't have to pull him off on the street, do you? Oh! That's going in the truck. And these people just have a shop. I don't know the rules in China, but is it that your stuff's not supposed to be out on the street and it's causing a nuisance, you know, people need to walk past, and you've got a shop, but you're not supposed to be out on the street? They're just fucking right having it. There's a 50-50 here, because if I was the people that were the police, I'm not the police, I wouldn't be the police, but if you were, you'd be like, oh look, I've had enough of this, it's all on the street, we've told you about this, right, it's all going in the truck. You know, I can see that, but the way they're just chuffing it in there, it does make you think, like, you know, I wonder where that's going. I wonder if that's going in the report, or if it's just going to be divvied out amongst the lads at the station when they get there. It's all going in the truck. He's having some oil now. That's not even on the street. He's having that as well. He needs some oil. He's doing his shopping.
Guang openly robbed the vendors of cooking oil.
We'll come about to cooking oil in a minute. Got something to say about the cooking oil. Look, she's putting it up on the step. Look, that's on the step. They can't have that. He's like, no, I'm having it. Fucking hell. Joke's on him. That could be sewer oil. We're going to come to look at that in just a second. And the people as well, I tell you what, the people aren't remonstrating, are they? The people aren't remonstrating. They're not. Maybe it needs to be in an open air market. Like, these fellas are doing whatever they want, and these two are just like, they're not happy about it, obviously, but they're not saying, oi, chuffers, can you chuff off? You're on camera here or anything. They're just like, fucking hell.
Fishing.
Now what? Fishing
is prohibited.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of fishing because vegan, but look at them just taking his rod.
The mighty Chen Guang brutally smashed the fisherman's fishing rod.
This is like the Sopranos. It's like the Chinese Sopranos, but they're the police. But they're not the real police. I've told you about your fucking fishing, mate. Give me that. Get up. No, it's expensive. No, I'll put it away. Ugh. Oh, fuck. That's me rod fucked. Oosh. Just smashing them up. And these fellas haven't spotted it happening. They're not quick enough on the draw. They haven't put the rods away. Oh, that's it. Fucked. That's harsh. Why don't they throw it in the sea either? Throw it in the sea as well. That's even on top. They're just smashing them all. Is that... I'm not quite the police, but I work for the Department of Urban Affairs, and you're not supposed to be fishing around here. Is that right, officer? Alright, we'll pack up and we'll move on. Well, hang on. I'm just going to smash your rod to bits. And then no one complains. I don't know if it goes in the report. I don't know if it's what they're supposed to be doing. The most unprofessional looking police. The shirts are untucked. Yeah, these aren't even the official police. These are a sub-branch of the... a sub-branch of the Rural Affairs with judicial powers. The fish might be breeding and it's their cycles. It might be that, yeah. It might be that. That's a good point. You know, you maybe not to fish in those areas. I can understand there are reasons not to do it. I'm vegan, so, you know, I wouldn't want to... I wouldn't want to have people interrupting the fish's breeding cycles. But also, if the police came and smashed my rod... I think I'd have something to say about that too. What's this one now? That looks like a fireman. I don't know what he's saying.
In this video, a Chengguang officer said, "Now I'm here to announce that all the advertisements outside should be cleaned up. This is the order of our municipal government. If you resist, we will destroy you. Understand?"
Could you tidy up these advertisements out the front of your shop, please? And if you resist, we will destroy you. By order of the government. Thanks, bye. What is it? What's the problem? He doesn't like what you... If you resist, we'll destroy... The advertisements on the glass. So you run a shop in China, and you put a sign on your window. That's got to go. That's got to go. And bear in mind, if you don't get it out of the window, I will destroy it. It's like Darth Vader's come down to meter out the law. That's got to go. That's got to go. It's all got to go. You need to be able to see in the shop, you silly bitch. What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing with this? I actually think this about some shops in the UK. There was a show called Mary Queen of Shops. It's like the Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares of shops. So she goes into someone's shop and she says, "What the fuck are you doing with your shop? You're rubbishing it up. Let's sort it out." And they're like, "Oh, my business is going under, so I'll listen to you." Like Gordon Ramsay, yeah? And she's like, "First thing, get all this shit out the window. People want to see into the shop and the goods. They don't want all these pictures and random fonts. Get all that gone. Then I want your biggest selling items, your top sellers. I don't care. Get them out the front, you chuffer. What are you doing? Get them in baskets out the front. This needs to be cleaned up. That needs to be cleaned up. We don't need so much stock. What you need is the good selling stock, and you need it clean and neat up the front. Right, and I'm going to get you a till."
Just look at it. Just look. Look under here. Look under here. What do you think,
I
Tiz?
think that's awful. It's a danger, really, if you need to get through to the bric-a-brac.
This is Mary Queen of Shops in China. Get those out your window, because we can't see in. Otherwise, we will destroy you. Even more mad than Mary Porter's.
There are also some temporary personnel acting as police in
What?
Chengguang,
Temporary personnel acting as police. Now that's a bit of a...
who are either security guards of private companies or gangster members.
Gangster members. You wouldn't want that, would you? What's going on here?
At night, when the building was evicted and demolished, many people were still in the building.
They're trying to demolish a building and they're all in their houses? I shouldn't laugh, but what the fuck? Is it that they don't want to leave, or is it that they haven't been told properly, or what? You probably want to get them out of there before you carry on knocking it down.
This is a large number of demolition personnel wearing security uniforms.
Get them in there then. They're the demolition personnel. Get them in there. What's going on? I don't know, there's no context. Don't know what to say about
Cases
that.
like this are played out almost every day on the streets of various cities in China.
I like it that Juzzy's like questioning everything. 'Cause, yeah, it might be that they weren't demolishing that. It might be they were just trying to smash some windows in or something. Or maybe it was a mistake. Maybe the person on the excavator was actually trying to dig a hole and had made a mistake or something. You know, maybe it wasn't what they're showing us. Yeah, that's a really good point.